Welcome back to Novia's Eateries.
I'm Brian.
And I'm Stephanie. And tonight we are back on Disney property.
Yes.
At the Riviera Resort.
Yes. Right behind us, this beautiful hotel.
And we have secured a reservation I have been looking for a very long time. We just got it today, and it is Topolino's.
Yeah, something weird is going on this week because we've been able to get reservations at restaurants that you normally can't.
Yeah.
They're like wide open. So, I don't know, start of school, maybe that has to do with it. But we got this place today, right?
Yeah, today
or
at lunchtime.
night.
No, today.
Yeah. So we're going to be eating right up there.
At Topolino's Terrace.
Yes.
For a sunset kind of view because it's a little overcast.
Yes. It's very overcast. It actually feels nice because typically at this time of day it's probably like 85 degrees and hot, 90 degrees and hot with all the humidity. But the cloud cover gives us a nice little, shade. It's probably 82-ish, guessing. I don't know.
So we're gonna go up and try out some French, Italian inspired dishes and report back.
Yes. All right, we'll see you inside.
We are seated at our lovely table here in Topolino's Terrace.
Yes, we just got our drinks.
Yes.
Got me my Arnold Palmer 3/4 iced tea and 1/4 lemonade.
And I got mine, which is the Topolino Tramonto.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see that, but it literally looks like a sunset. There's like purple on top, and then there's like this peach and orange
sparkly too
colors towards the bottom. So it makes complete sense. It looks like a sunset in a glass.
With a cute flower.
Yeah.
I'll take a picture and put it in here. But so the Topolino Tramonto is Stolichnaya vodka, Caravella limoncello, Aperol, lemon, agave, and butterfly pea flower tea. And then, like Brian said, he got an Arnold Palmer. Nothing special. But the server did say it looks like a sunset as well to make him feel better.
Yeah, a muddy sunset, overcast sunset.
Yeah, the rainy sunset you don't want to look at. So then we also ordered 2 antipastos. We ordered the gnocchi, which is duck confit, pesto bianco, garden kale, and pine nuts. We ordered the escargot and gougères. I know I said that wrong. I'm sorry.
I think it's called gougère, but I'm not sure.
Oh, that probably sounds more French or Italian.
Yeah, I'm just making it up as I go.
The escargot is savory pâté à chaud, butter, garlic, lemon, and parsley. Then for the entrees,
sorry, but if you've never tried the escargot before, Stephanie and I both have had it. It tastes like mushrooms, so don't be afraid to try it. I know people are like, ooh, snails. Like, it tastes delicious.
Yes, and it normally comes covered in butter and garlic.
Yes.
And we love that, so.
Oh yeah, who doesn't love butter and garlic? So.
Yeah. I ordered the rigatoni, which is braised chicken sugo, rapini, pancetta, wild mushroom, and parmigiano reggiano.
Sounds delicious.
Yes. Brian got one of the house favorites, which is the classic Sol
Meunier.
Thank you, Brian. Which is sea beans, capers, asparagus, English peas, toy box tomatoes, and petite potatoes.
And I've seen them actually prepare this on a few of the shows that I've watched. And sometimes they'll do it actually tableside. But here he said they do it in the back. And they kind of tilt the pan while they're cooking it. And they scoop butter over it. So it kind of like fries the outside and the bottom. And it looks amazing. I've never had it before. So I'm really interested to try it. And he says it is their specialty. So great.
And it already comes deboned, so you don't have to worry about that.
Yes.
So let's first start off by trying my very pretty drink.
Yes. It's like you don't even want to ruin it. It literally looks like the sunset in the glass.
And it has iridescence, so that's pretty.
So she's going to glow tonight.
I already do glow.
She's going to glow more. It's pretty good. I like it. It's almost like...
It's very light and refreshing. It's got a little bit of like a citrusy taste to it.
Yeah.
But
almost like peach. I almost get like a little peach.
Yeah, it almost tastes like a tea, like with a little bit of lemon, and I mean, it's good.
Yeah, it's good. It's not too sweet. So if you don't like real sweet drinks, it's great. I like it a lot.
Yeah, and it has Aperol in it, which is typically bitter.
Oh, yeah.
But it's not bitter either. It's like very mild.
Yeah, you get a small hint of the Aperol. It's not like doing Aperol spritz, like, no. So,
which I do enjoy.
Yeah, we both do. Which we got to have in Venice, and it was really awesome and fun. But Yeah, I'd recommend this drink. You got to be careful with escargot. I've seen people burn themselves before when they eat it because it comes out piping hot. This looks like it's okay. It's not steaming real bad, but it comes with this nice little puffed breading on the outside. So I'm going to give Stephanie a shot at it right here.
The pastry is really light and fluffy. Honestly, you don't taste the escargot. It's just like a texture. If you don't mind mushroom texture, it's a little bit harder than a typical mushroom, or a little more firm than a typical mushroom, but same kind of texture as that. And then the garlic butter, that's heavenly, and I could drink the whole thing.
Yeah, and I actually like the little, I'm gonna call it a little puff pastry.
Yeah.
I've never had it like this before. I've always just had the escargot with the butter and the garlic.
Have you had the escargot at Food and Wine?
Does it come like this? If I have, I don't remember, but...
Honestly, so good.
All right, now we're gonna try the gnocchi. So it's nice and crispy on the outside, and it's nice and creamy and smooth, like almost like a mashed potato on the inside. The flavors go together so well.
It almost reminds me of like the flavor of shake and bake. I don't know why I'm getting that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I love shake and bake, but the texture of the gnocchi is really soft and almost kind of like melts in your mouth.
Yeah, and there's some breading on the outside. I think that's what she's getting for the shake and bake.
Yeah.
And then there's the pine nuts on the outside too. So I just got some of the kale that it comes with, and I mean the flavors go together really well. It's very creamy, and once you get past the crunch of the outside, it's nice and smooth, and it's really good. I mean, it's a small portion, so definitely an appetizer, and it's just really good. I like the crunch of the outside and the texture of the inside. You know, it just gives you that contrast.
Yeah. Everything goes well together. Like it's like a perfect combination. So I don't know if you guys heard, or we'll probably edit it out because this video right now is already 21 minutes. Is the server said that he's from Egypt, so he grew up going to Europe, and you know, Americans kind of poo-poo around the escargot, which is true. But if you've never had it, seriously give it a try. I'm an adventurous eater, but I'm also very picky. I'll try anything. I would order escargot every single time.
Yeah, and I'll eat anything, so
yes.
It's nothing for me to try snails. I do draw the line with insects, though. I'm going to have an opportunity to eat some here in the future, and I don't know if I'm going to do it or not. Every time I see somebody do it on a show, it's more like a novelty item, you know? It's like, I'm going to do it because I never tried it before, but the expression says everything. So
we tried in Colombia. Every street corner has someone selling. They call them
big ass ants.
Yeah, they call them big ass ants. And we did a food tour, and the guy, or I don't even think it was on a food tour, one of the free walking tours, and the guy said that they taste like popcorn. So we're like, all right, we'll try them.
Yeah, we like popcorn.
They do not taste like popcorn.
Not at all.
It was a one and done for us.
Yeah.
And then I believe we took the ants home, but
we tried to get the kids to try them and they wouldn't, so we have throwing them away. Our food has arrived.
The portions are huge, so yes. I know the price point on this restaurant is high. It really is. It's a signature dining spot for Disney, so that means it's expensive. But the portions are humongous. Definitely, if you are on a budget, you could share one with.
I don't know if you can get the idea of how big this rigatoni is, but they make it fresh here, so and it's enormous.
Yeah, and I mean, if you were on a budget and you wanted to be budget friendly, you could share one of these portions
easily,
for sure.
All right, so I'm gonna try the sole. It's very good. They've cut it and they've almost like butterflied it, and then they stuffed the middle with all these like
tomatoes.
It's like a mushroom, some zucchini. So
all the veggies are inside.
Yeah, I kind of wish that they put on the side. I mean, the presentation is beautiful, but I wish they put on the side so I can get the full thickness of the filet.
And the pasta, you can tell it's really fresh pasta. It's cooked al dente. It's cooked perfectly. It's got like a It's a creamy sauce, but it's like a brown sauce. I'm the worst at describing the sauce, but it's got a little bit of the Parmesan on top, and I think it's got really great flavor. And I currently, with my eyeballs, can see a giant piece of garlic sliver, so you know it's got to be good.
Oh yeah. And go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say in the broccoli broccolini, it's kind of got some big chunks, so it's a little hard to take a bite of with everything. It's kind of like you got to eat the broccolini on its own, but it still is delicious.
Or you might want to like cut it in just like 4 pieces and then get
like a civilized person.
Well, I mean, they're supposed to be bite-sized, but you could cut it just so you can get a piece of everything on one bite. But I'm impressed. Like with everything. You want to try the sole?
I mean, not particularly,
it's not
but
fishy at all. You won't. It's not fishy.
Are you going to feed it to me, or you want me to grab my own bite? Okay. Like Brian said, it's not fishy. It definitely has a very citrusy taste with the butter sauce that's on it.
Yeah.
I'd probably add a little salt. But other than that, the bite was pretty good.
To be honest with you, it's probably my least favorite out of everything we've eaten. And it's the house specialty. So I'm a little taken aback that it isn't my favorite. I expected the outside of the fish to be crispier, but I've only seen them make it on TV. I'd never had it myself, so maybe the outside's not supposed to be crispy. I'm not saying I'm disappointed. I really like it. I just...
the expectation was set up here.
It was, and that's exactly right. It was set up here, and then, you know, it's kind of like that whole thing.
So it was set here, and then it probably fell here.
When you recommend a movie to somebody, you go, oh, you got to watch this movie. It's one of the best movies I've ever seen. And then they go and watch it, and it's been hyped up so much, they're like, it's all right, you know?
So we booked a trip today.
Yes.
For November.
Gonna go to Las Vegas for Stephanie's birthday.
Yes. And it's one of my favorite cities. Brian let me pick the vacation. You know, he gave me all these options. He was like, a cruise. And I was like, yeah, I'd love to do a cruise. I haven't done a cruise in forever. And then he said, or do you want to sit on the beach? And I don't even know how Vegas came up, but I was like, or, you know, even Vegas. And he was like, if you want to go to Vegas, let's do Vegas. And we've been to Vegas.
I know how it came up.
How?
Well, she wants to do reviews there.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, not that...
You can't do reviews on a cruise. I guess you could.
You could, but, you know, the ship is only so big. We've been to Vegas twice together. And we got married in Vegas by Elvis.
Yep.
And
same place as Jennifer Lopez.
Ben and Jen.
Ben and Jen, yes.
In the pink Cadillac. We got married in it first. But Vegas is one of my favorite cities. Brian's not the biggest fan. I do enjoy gambling. Brian likes to watch because he says he's unlucky. Yeah. But he does win.
No, Stephanie wins. I lose. So I lose what she wins. And so, you know, I just watch because I want to come home with more money than, you know, than spending. Yes. At least on the slots, gambling.
Yeah, and I only do slots. I don't do anything crazy. But hopefully we'll see some shows, and obviously since we just said I picked it because I want to do reviews there, or I'll take you guys along there.
Yes.
Lots of exciting content coming up in the next coming months, so make sure you're subscribed and follow.
And if you have any restaurants that you've heard about there that you'd like us to try, or you're curious about anything new, or maybe something that reopened that hasn't been open for the last couple of years, let us know. You know, maybe we'll try it. Maybe we'll do a review there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the other trip is that my brother is going to South Korea, and he invited me. So I kind of invited myself, but anyway, I'm going to go with that story that he invited me. And so I was like, yeah, let's go. So I'm going to go next month in September. And I'm excited to eat at some of the markets there that I've seen on TV, that I've heard so much about.
That's the bugs he's talking about.
Yeah, so that's the bugs I was talking about, the opportunity. But I mean, they serve so many other things there that are delicious and first rate. If you guys have any recommendations or anything that
are you going to a big city like Seoul, or?
Yeah, just outside of Seoul. So I'm excited to go, and then
I'll be holding down the fort, the kittens,
again,
the dog, the kids.
But yeah, so super excited. and then super excited to go to Vegas too. So,
Me too.
yeah, Stephanie works hard, and she doesn't always get her first choice on vacations. And so I was like, hey, you pick where we go.
I don't even get to go on vacations.
Yeah, you pick what we're gonna do. I want you to enjoy it. So
I'm running with it. But we're gonna finish up our meal, maybe grab a dessert or another after dinner cocktail, maybe, and we will see you outside. All right, we have finished up our meal at Topolino's Terrace, and we are standing outside on a terrace.
yes,
Not
on a
Topolino's Terrace, but
yeah, on a little balcony. Apparently, it started pouring while we were inside, so we tried to wait it out, and it's still raining. Not as bad, but here we are.
yes, and we grabbed a coffee, had some chats in the lobby area. We
Yes.
just hung out and drank a coffee, and now we're doing our extra.
Yes, we are.
But overall, the meal and experience at Topolino's was fantastic. Definitely worth the money, I think. My favorite part was probably the escargot and the gnocchi appetizers. The entrees were still delicious. I have so much left over of my rigatoni that we can enjoy for lunch tomorrow. But the appetizers were definitely the highlight for me.
Yeah, and you know, I was trying to rank them and my top three, and I really couldn't because the appetizers went together so well. Stephanie's pasta went together so well. You know, I would have to put my fish last, but like first, second, third, it's like a tie. So I thought it was a great experience. Our server Alfred was amazing. He's from Egypt and he's lived all over Europe, and so he had some great stories to tell, and he really helped us out on the recommendations, and so we really appreciate it. If you have an opportunity to request him, please do. He's wonderful.
Yeah, great conversation. He knows a lot, so.
Yeah. So, yeah, overall, I mean, I would definitely recommend this place. We spent, I think, about $150.
Yeah, and that
think,
was
right around there.
I had one drink and then the two appetizers as well as the two entrees. Like we said during the video, the entrees are big, definitely shareable size if you are on a budget. But if you're celebrating something or fancy date night, birthday, anniversary, graduation, whatever, it's a great place. If you can grab a reservation, because there's a reason why it's hard to get reservations here.
Yeah, I mean, everything was so delicious and flavorful. So, you know, I recommend it for that. But absolutely, you know, if you want to share some plates, you can definitely do that or order your own. But it's wonderful atmosphere and just, you know, a great place to be on a Friday night.
Yeah, and it's definitely different than your typical Disney food. Definitely higher class than that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So remember to give us a like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram under NoBS Eateries. We hope you have a fantastic week, and we will see you in the next one.
Yep. Bye, guys.